Well, welcome back. With so many people out of work, our next guest has some great tips on how to get back on track during these really hard financial times. We welcome to the show the owner of Snarr Financial and Insurance Services and the author of the new book, Guaranteed Monies, Roy Snarr. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, Mitch. How you doing? Thank you.
I'm very fantastic. Before we kick things off, do not turn around. Abraham Lincoln, I think, is sneaking up on you. That or you got some bad plumbing going on there, one or the other. Listen,
Right.
this is crazy times. That is actually acceptable to see Abraham Lincoln wearing a mask. But really, that money that we see, which we haven't seen a lot of Abraham Lincolns, we've been, people are like, what do we need to do with it? Should we be putting it in our pockets right now? Should we be investing? Tell me what the best idea is, what we need to be doing during these times.
Absolutely. Well, some of the best strategies that folks can be using right now is to try to save as much money as possible. One of the pinches that folks are feeling is that they did not have enough guaranteed monies stuffed aside. And so we've been on this perpetual up, spin, 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 living outside of our means because it was easy to do. Everything was great. And then bam, COVID-19 happened. So it set a lot of folks back. So one of the strategies that folks can be using is to, while they're at home, declutter their house. I mean, go through your garage, your attic, your spare bedroom, anywhere else in your home, and get rid of stuff you don't need. People love buying other people's junk. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And there's lots of free resources such as Let It Go, Craigslist, eBay, and so on, even Facebook, where you can sell some of this junk that you don't need and somebody will buy it to help increase your cash flow and your guaranteed monies.
And not only that, somebody's going to appreciate it. I generally going to that, if you never know how much it costs to really price something, you just say, name your price. You can always say yes or no. Some great ideas. What's some other great tips on getting back on track financially?
Absolutely. While you're online selling all this stuff that you don't really need and somebody else is going to buy it from you, you can take a look at all of your reoccurring bills and subscriptions. Take a look at your bank account statements and your credit card statements. You'd be surprised on how many $1, $5, $10 apps or other subscriptions that we purchase throughout any given time frame, and they can add up to hundreds of dollars, if not thousands a year. And this is something I personally do once a year in January. I go, okay, what did I sign up for all year? Because a lot of things are so easy just to buy real quick on the phone, and then they charge you a couple bucks a month, but we don't really feel it because it's so small, but they add up to a lot bigger things.
All right, we're thinking about really about life, what's going on. Is this actually the best time for people to start thinking about life insurance? And is it actually right now a hard time to get life insurance?
That is a great question. And now is the perfect time to think about life insurance because, you can always buy another home or buy another car. But if you're gone, you can't buy another life insurance policy. So it's always a good idea to have it before you need it. That's why we call it insurance. And right now, the life insurance industry has seen a massive uptick of applications because this coronavirus has got people thinking, you know what? I am not invincible. Something could happen. And life insurance oftentimes gets put on the back burner because if you're barbecuing with your friend and flipping burgers, you're not going to really talk about life insurance. But this has brought awareness to a lot of people. And, a lot of companies today are still offering great coverages even during the pandemic.
All right, let's talk about some other great ideas and that you have inside your book, Guaranteed Monies. How can people get a hold of that book?
Yeah, they can get a hold of that book by going to my website, roysnarr.com.
All righty, and they're able to order it, and no subscriptions though, right? I mean, it's a one-time deal, right?
Exactly. No, I try to make this a very easy process for folks. There's no subscriptions there whatsoever. They can just go on and get some great content there. There's lots of other resources on my site as well, including some of the other ideas. While people are at home, you should take a look at shopping your coverages, even your life insurance. Because if you have a home, an auto, or a renter's policy, life insurance policy, now is a great time to reach out to your insurance broker and say, look, I want to save money. Can you shop this for me? And they will. That's what they do. And they don't charge a fee to do it for you. And you could save hundreds of dollars a year, which is awesome.
Yes, it is awesome. It's also one of those where I always go by what my dad told me. It wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. That means prepare now. Get ready for it. And speaking of rainy days, all that information is there in your book. We'll have more information on our website, dailyflashshow.com. Roy, thank you so much for joining us. Daily Flash continues right after this quick break. Don't you go anywhere.